Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? It's Chris coming at you with another Single Barrel Blast from the Double Barrel Podcast. Well, today I wanted to come at you with a little bit of a curveball here. Now, most of you that have been watching my show or following me a little bit, you know I used to be a bartender. Well, one of the things that you may want to try and do and get more into in your own home is making cocktails or mixed drinks. And you're probably wondering, well, outside of like triple sec, blue curacao, and simple syrup and grenadine, what other staple mixers in far as alcohols go and stuff like that do bars like to use? And I have here four, pretty much these are staple liqueurs that are you can find in any bar, and a lot of drinks contain maybe these in one or another fashion. And like I said, these are ones that are kind of outside your very basic list. So let's get into it. We're going to read left to right, like we do. Di Serono. Now, Di Serono is a liqueur that's in the Amaretto family. This is used in a lot of your brown liquor, like your whiskeys, your rums, your bourbons. This is something that's used in a lot of those types of drinks. It's a very interesting liqueur. I like to use it a lot. However, it's a little goes a long way with the Di Seronos and the Amarettos. You don't need a lot. I don't recommend using more than a half an ounce to maybe three quarters of an ounce, at very most, depending on what you're making. And I've made some pretty interesting old fashioned drinks and whiskey infused and bourbon infused drinks that use the Amaretto and Di Serono. Moving on down the list is probably one of my wife's favorite liqueurs that I use a lot. And I really enjoy this liqueur too. And this is limoncello. Limoncello is actually used, believe it or not, in quite a lot of drinks in any bar that may be like a house specialty drink. You're going to find limoncello in more than you think. And it's a really fun one to play around with because it brings that acidity that kind of can cut through some of your, it can add life to a vodka. It can cut through some of the sugariness in some of the cane sugar notes in rum. It can even add punch to tequila in a lot of ways. And I really like limoncello. In fact, you guys know me, I'm a big bourbon and whiskey guy. I've actually played a little bit with limoncello in some bourbon drinks, and it's actually turned out surprisingly well. Anyway, limoncello is a good one that I find to work really well also. Now, the next one down the line is another selection that my wife really likes, and I've come to really enjoy this liqueur too. It is none other than Midori. Now, I have about two other bottles in there that are full. This is how much we use Midori in my house, and it is a melon liqueur. Here's the thing, I have two other melon liqueurs in there besides Midori. Midori does something different to their melon liqueur that just makes it taste, to me, and my wife's even said it, that much better in the drinks. Its main use, though, where we kind of discovered it, is what's called a Tokyo tea, which is basically a Long Island iced tea, and you add this in it. That's a Tokyo tea. And let me tell you something. It tastes like a Japanese green tea. It really does. It almost kind of reminds me of a type of a jasmine tea. It's a really good drink, but you definitely need to be using Midori. And none of these are really expensive. These are all under $30. They are not that expensive to keep on hand. The last one that I want to talk about is one that I don't think a lot of people really see out there a lot or really even know exists. This one, it's one of my favorite liqueurs. However, though, it can get dangerous real quick because it takes drinks to a different level all on its own. And it is none other than Saint Germain, but this is a elderflower liqueur. This is, like I said, it is some of the most amazing liqueur I've ever had. It's only at a 40 proof. However, though, it is sweet. However, though, it's not overly bearingly sweet. But I make snow globes with it, is what we call them. You can get so hammered off this stuff, adding it to any drink because of what it's bringing to the table. However, though, it is an awesome additive to a lot of liquors or a lot of mixed drinks out there. And I find it very useful in a lot of different applications. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to throw that out there to you because you might be looking to enhance a little bit. And this is what I would suggest going to that next level. outside of the basic selection that we all know about. Anyway, folks, always remember, never drink drive, never mix your own alcohol. We'll see you guys back here next time on Double Barrel Podcast, Single Barrel Blast.